Wel- Welcome, students. We will start the first chapter of geography, that is Earth in the solar system. So, Earth in the solar system, that means the solar. Let's understand how this came into existence. Now, solar is divided from sol, and sol in Roman means sun. Good as a result, all the word that were formed from sol like solar denotes those related to sun. So what we will study in this chapter is the solar system and the major elements of solar system and earth in particular. Now before we start with all these, let's understand a broad picture where most of the student are as a bit confusion. If I talk about, say, this is my first circle which denote universe, and this universe is made up of numerous galaxies. So it is made up of galaxies. Now galaxy can be of many types. This galaxy in which we live is a Milky Way, or we call it in a Akash Ganga. Within this galaxy, let's say this is the Milky Way galaxy, and within this galaxy we have the solar system, or I could say in broad terms you have those star system that exist. And what one such kind of solar system or one such kind of a star is a sun. And we have the solar system, which is the element of the universe. So you have, and repeat again, the universe. You have numerous galaxies. One such galaxy is a Milky Way. Solar system is part of Milky Way. So now let's start with the galaxy. When I talk about galaxy, when I talk about galaxy, I can say it is a system which include the interstellar elements and the dark matter as well as Milky Way, as I said, in one such which contain the solar system. And you have the Hubble classification which is used to identify various types of galaxy. Under the Hubble classification, you have three broad categories that are defined: the elliptical galaxy, the spiral galaxy, and the lenticular galaxy. Now the spiral galaxy are the most common. You have Andromeda as the most common example of a spiral galaxy, and Sombrio, which is a kind of unpaired galaxy. The most distant galaxy that was discovered or confirmed as of March 2016 is GN Z11. So that's considered as the most distant galaxy. Now when we talk about with that galaxy, you have constellation. So the before constellation, let's talk about the celestial bodies. So celestial body includes sun, moon, or object in the night sky or cells. So celestial body can be of two types. One of those which emit light and one of those which don't emit light. The bodies which emit light are classified as the star. The body which do not emit light, a good examples could be planet. Now let's talk about the celestial bodies here. So here you have sun, which is the star, and around the star you have the numerous planets. They revolve. So you have 8 major planets that we talk about, and beyond the Kuiper belt you have the Pluto. We will understand this in detail when we talk about the planets. So between Mars and Jupiter exists the asteroid, which is a kind of belt of small rocks that exists between Mars and Jupiter. Now sun is one kind of star. We have numerous stars that are present in the solar system. The earth and solar system or other kind of stars, we have the arrangement defined in a certain manner which is known as constellation. The north star is also known as the pole star or indicate the north direction. When we talk about planet, the word planet was discovered by Greek and it was named what? Planetial. The planetal Greek means wanderers, so these objects are considered as wandering into the sky when we look at. So when we talk about the constellation, as I said, they are officially 88 constellation that exists. This was declared by the International Astronomical Unit. Of these 12 are the constellation, based on which you have told 12 zodiac sign, and these are the shape of 12 major constellation. Now moving on, you have the planets. Now moving on, you have the planets, that is most of the reference includes Pluto as a planet. Under recent discovery, it has been declared that Pluto is not a planet. So however, rather it is a dwarf planet, or I could say it is a planetoid. Now let's understand first 8 major planets, and then we will move on a Pluto in particular. Now the planet system is classified into two categories. One is the terrestrial planet and the jovial planet. Jovial means Jupiter like. You have terrestrial planet which have considered up to mass that is closest to the sun is Mercury. Then you have Venus, Earth and Mars. So Earth is the third closest to the sun and fifth largest in mass. So you have these four planets which were considered as the terrestrial planet. These are the small and rocky nature. So you have Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune, which are giant planets. They are large and are considered to be a low density planets. Now, however, within these Jovian planets, I could say the giant planets, however, within these Jovian planets, or I could say the giant planets, you have further two classification. The Jupiter and Saturn are considered mainly gas planets. Uranus and Neptune are basically considered as ice planet, and you have ice which is predominant in Uranus and Neptune. Now it is gas that predominant in Jupiter and Saturn. Beyond Neptune, you have a kind of belt which is known as Kuiper belt. The scientists previously discovered a kind of oat cloud in the region, and this was the region where they talk about numerous comets that exist. Now understanding the earth. When we talk about earth, it is important to first understand the shape of the earth. The shape of the earth is not a perfect shape. It is an obstacle spheroid, or we can say it is joint in nature. Now what is the difference? You have the map of the earth there. You look at to the map closely, you will see that you have the polar diameter or equatorial diameter. There is a difference between the equatorial diameter, which is 12756, and you have the polar diameter, that is 42 kilometers. Moreover, as compared to height, if I say that in simple words, you have, I can say it is flattened at the poles and it sits flatter at the pole. Now we call the shape on oblate spheroid, not a perfect sphere. As I mentioned, in the third nearest to the sun and fifth largest planet, it has an age of around 4.54 billion years ago. Now looking or moving on the major chemical composition. If I talk about the chemical composition, the crust of the earth, as we know, the crust of the earth, as we know, the earth is made up of crust, coal and mantle. So you have the crust, which is the outermost layer. You have the layer which is known as mantle, and the innermost layer is known as the core of the earth. The outermost crust, you have maximum proportion of silica, followed by aluminium, followed by lime. So you have highest proportion in terms of silica. When we talk about the mass of the earth, the whole earth is mass, you have iron which is highest and 32%, then followed by oxygen and silicon. The crust itself, the outer crust, which is silica and alumina, but both of these compounds have oxygen in them. So I can say the crust is made up of 47% of oxygen. And now there are two basic phenomena that work for the earth. One is rotation and the other one is revolution. Rotation means spinning on its axis, and revolution means taking one complete round around the sun. So you have the sun, and one complete around the earth taken around the sun is known as revolution. Revolution governs the season, however, rotation, which is spinning on its axis. So, which will the day and night phenomena. Now, when it is revolving around the sun, so I said the path is not spherical again. It is a kind of elliptical path. At some point, it is closest to the earth. Now, the next is moon. When we talk about moon, it means moon is one of the natural satellite of earth. There are many moons that exist. The most important, or I could say there are many moons that exist. The most important, or I could say the largest moon, which is known as Ganymede. That you have the second largest moon solar system, which is the moon of Saturn, which which is known as. Then you have the second largest moon of the solar system, which is the moon of Saturn, which is known as the Titan. And the earth move when we call as moon itself. This is the fifth largest natural satellite. Moon's diameter is 1/4 that of the earth. The gravitational attraction between earth and moon leads to tidal phenomena. It is a distance of 384400 kilometers. There are two ways in which we define months as per the lunar calendar. You have the sidereal month and you have the sidereal months and the synodic months. Now sidereal months are with the respect to the stars. You have one complete revolution with the respect to the star, and that completes in 27.32 days. Now we talk about the synodic months. It was respect to the sun, so its time taken by the moon to reach the same visual phase. Now recently there have been various missions in moon. India's first mission was known as Chandrayaan 1, and the second is being getting ready, which is known as Chandrayaan 2. Then you have recent projects which is Stimulus, which aims by coming years. Now beside this you have some other important term that you must have heard of, and the first is, as I say, asteroid is a small rocks that exist between Mars and Jupiter. Then here are some small rocky elements. The largest of the asteroid is Ceres, and which is one of the dwarf planet as we discussed. Then you have meteoroids. Meteoroids are the small particle that move around the sun and they can drop onto the earth. When they drop on the earth, there is friction that is produced, and because of the earth, this is a flash of light that is generated when the meteor is on the earth. The next is comets. Comets are the ice bodies which move due to solar radiation, and the solar wind is result that have kind of tail that exists tall, and that exists the always points away from sun. Now let's you have the pulsars. There are highly magnetized rotating body or rotating neutron stars. In a better language, it said there is emit a beam of electromagnetic radiation, and these are known as pulsars. So these are commonly used terms which we talk about the solar system in general. This was the first chapter. We cover up the earth in the solar system. Thank you.